Hello, friends. Hi, and namaskar. And I'm live after a long time and from a new city. And now you're going to get a regular videos on mental health and emotional health and your well-being. So today we're going to talk about why mental health is as important as physical health, especially in adolescents. So, as we all are aware that there are various perspectives and there are various dimensions of mental health. Physical health is one perspective. Then we have mental health, which is the psychological health of a person, and spiritual health, emotional health, social health, community health. So there are various dimensions and various perspectives of health, and there's a need to look into it and to to as a self care, as a self help, how you can face the various challenges and or the various issues and problems related to the various dimensions of health, and how can you thrive and live happily with a in a balanced way. So now let us come to the the main topic. And as all of us are aware that WHO is the authority who defines health, and it has conceptualized in a very well way, which states that mental health is a state in which the individual realizes his or her own abilities and can cope up with the normal stresses of everyday life, and can work productively and fruitfully, and is able to make contribution in his or her community or in society. So when you're functioning productively, and even while facing everyday stresses, means you are at good mental health. So friends, today we're going to talk about adolescents, a very important and crucial time in everyone's life. And especially the parents are under a lot of stress, and in regard to adolescent behavior, or the various challenges when they what they face. So it is essential for the development of adolescents to help them to build a positive social, emotional, and thinking, and even communicative skills. And it's essential to help them in laying a balanced behavior, a functional behavior, and for their well-being later in life. So we have seen that most of the adolescents fall between the age of 10 to 19 years. And this is the time, the crucial time of developmental stage, where many psychosocial and mental health challenges adolescent can face. So adolescent time can be categorized as as, say, you can say 11 to 14 years is early adolescent time, and middle adolescence is age between 15 to say 17 years, and late adolescence is age to 18 to 21 years. So these are the various. And generally it is seen that during this time there are early negative experiences, suppose in home or in school. And so uh, and adolescence is also exposed to various types of violences, or at workplace, among the peers, or in the schools, or even at home. And there are also reasons why mental health challenges are faced by an adolescent. And there can be other reason like inherited parent illness, or sometimes bullying at school or at home, uh, exposure to substance use or misuse, you know and even the digital space, or digital media is also responsible for such challenges. And all these lead to increase the risk of mental health illnesses among adolescents, among the students. So uh, there is an importance of of looking into every adolescent's behavior, so that we can help them as a you can help your child as a parent, and or as a team we can help your child if he or she is facing any issues. So the most common challenges we can look into are depressions, anxiety, and which leads to illness and disability among the adolescents. Even they are committing suicide, and the suicide rates are also increasing. And death rate among 15 to 19 years old age of adolescents are really in rise. And and if these cases are, or of such challenges are, if they are not treated properly or not taken care of, that they might create problem for in the coming years of later in their life. So the most common problem an adolescent face is ADHD, that is attention deficit hyper deficient. So it's a attention deficit hyperactivity disorder. It is a difficulty in concentrating and focusing, and hyperactivity and impulsiveness, among the student, among the young adults. So it has been reported that 2 to 3 in 10 people are actually having a condition or a problem in concentrating and focusing. And that is attention deficit. And maybe we can say the hyperactivity and impulsive is not very common thing. And generally, this attention deficit, or this impulsivity, or difficulty in concentration, it sometimes go unnoticed. And parents are unable to pay attention even in school. Teachers are also unable to pay attention, and they are unable to find out the reasons for the various mental disorders among the adolescents. And and it is also seen that ADHD is more diagnosed in boys than girls. Girls have more symptoms of inattentiveness and less symptoms of destructive behavior as compared to boys. So, inattentiveness difficulty is also concentrating and focusing on some of the signs. You can say if your child is having these kind of signs, like having short attention span, or being easily distracted, making careless mistakes and in schoolwork, and appearing to be forgetful and losing things, and appearing always being unable to stick to a one task. And even if he's on a task, he's very time consuming, and he's not able to listen or carry out the instructions in the school, whatever given, or even at home when the parents are giving them instruction, and constantly changing the activity or task, and having difficulty in organizing tasks. So these are the most common symptoms of ADHD. You can look for in adolescents, and the especially these symptoms are of attention deficit, and the symptoms like symptoms for say hyperactivity and impulsivity are also common. And they are being the symptoms are like being unable to sit still, especially in a calm and a quiet surrounding. They can't possibly sit still, and constantly fidgeting, doing something or other, fiddling with their things, or toy fingers or clothes, or just being unable to concentrate on tasks. And excessive physical movement is there, very hyper. Excessive talking is there, unable to wait for their turn. If they are in a classroom situation, they will talk out of turn and all that. So these are the some of the common symptoms of ADHD. And they act without thinking, interrupting conversation, and they have little or no sense of danger. They are very daring. They are not scared of anything. The normal scare, fear a child has, they don't have. So, and it is also seen these ADHD symptoms are often from childhood, and they carry on to adulthood also. And people grow with these symptoms. And so it is better to take care of these issues at the early stages. And even we have seen in the adult symptoms also, they are carelessness, lack of attention and detail, continually starting a new task, or finishing not finishing the old ones, or who are or their organizing skills are very poor. And they're continuously losing and misplacing things, and forgetfulness, restlessness, keeping quiet, speaking out of turn, can't keep quiet for a long time, blurting out of the responses, and then interrupting. There are mood swings, and then rapid child these are the various for an adult ADHD person. Now, excuse me, another very common uh, uh, mental health issue or challenge is uh, OCD. That is obsessive compulsive behavior. That is oppositionally defined disorder. This is a negative and disruptive behavior, particularly towards authority figure, or you can say, especially towards parents or teacher. So adolescents have this kind of attitude. They develop this kind of attitude. And another challenge is conduct disorder, often involves a tendency to mm, associate with highly antisocial behavior, like stealing or fighting or vandalism or harming people or animals. So this is also commonly seen. And other challenges are like depression. They tend to get into depressive behavior, and they have sleep problems, and you finding to get sleep at night, it's very difficult for them. And they don't follow a regular sleep pattern, and they are lonely, or they are even isolating. So we can see these kind of depressive symptoms. Or there is highly mood disorder is there. Maybe they got very impulsive and very excited, and hyperactivity, or they might go sluggish, go slow and into a depressive mode. So, and the other challenge is learning difficulties. And these are also associated with adolescent life, and difficulty in to read or write, or even concentrate or focus. There is a dyspraxia, you can say, a condition that affects the physical coordination and not able to coordinate. So it's a neurological issue. So and the various issues like dyslexia, dysgraphia, dyscalculia. There are various types, and it is seen that depression among the adolescents is from 10 to 19 years of age. It's rising, and you can see your child is depressed, or is there he's having some challenges, like when there is which includes symptoms like unexpected changes in moods, there's anxiety, and there which affect the attention or the attendance even in school. He doesn't want to go to the school, or even when he's at school there will be a social or a schoolwork withdrawal or isolation or loneliness. He won't, or she won't mingle with other peers, and so you have to take care of all these various issues. So it is very important, the mental health. Please do not avoid the various issues of mental health and or the various challenges your child is undergoing at any age. So even with eating, there are eating disorder or eating challenges adolescent faces. Even the younger children faces that, eating disorders like anorexia or bulimia, either overeating or binge eating or not at all eating, too conscious of their you know health or figure, whatever. So or there is abnormal eating behavior, or preoccupation with food accompanied with instant body weight, increase in constant body weight, or even uh, or constantly worried about the figure or the shape, generally anorexia nervosa uh, patient, or the person who's having shows these symptoms, and this may lead to unnecessarily medical complications or bodily physical complications. So these things has to look into it. And another mental health challenge is psychosis, is another condition which includes symptoms of like delusions or hallucinations, and this can impair the adolescent's ability to participate in everyday life, and which often um, and so even there is a mental health issues like self harm which has to be taken care of, and even the onset of substance use is also associated with higher risk at this age. Use of alcohol and drugs, or which is a major concern among the schools and parents. And in a country, there is a prevalence of heavy episodic drinking among adolescents from age 15 to 19 years. And it has been reported that tobacco use, at least 10 adolescents aged, at least 1 in 10 of adolescents aged from 13 to plus 18 plus years is prevalent. Even e-cigarettes, they are all getting very popular. So, and this highly this young brain develop all these addictive behavior, and which develop up to their mid 20s, and it's harmful for their brain development if they pick up this very early. So even alcohol and drugs can lead to neurocognitive attention disorders, and can lead to a behavior which emotional and social and academic problems in life can set in a student's life. So such risk taking behavior is another mental health challenge that adolescents love to take risk taking, and they would like to uh, uh, use substance make a substance use and which becomes a abuse, and risk taking in sexual activities, and even then they are not able to cope emotionally and they'll end up in trouble. So there is an important need to have an understanding that merely the exercises, the physical health which most of us parents or school or including me, everyone indulges in, just to take care of our physical body. This is not enough. We really need look into the various mental health disorders or the various challenges a individual, a child or adolescent or an adult person faces in their life. So it is important to look into it. And I hope you've liked this live session, and I wanted to have it from a long time. Now I'm totally settled here, and professionally, and as well as socially and emotionally. So now I can begin my practice here, and I hope to uh, deliver more live sessions and more videos. I was very busy past month getting settled, and and now I'm totally fine, and so get set go. And I hope you've liked the video. Namaskar. See you. Bye. Now I have to end the session, which is always a challenge for me. And oh God, it's a long session, and I'm sweating also. I'm sitting uh, near the window. So, and AC is on, but still there was less light. So I thought I should shoot near the window. And it's almost 21 minutes. Yeah, 22 minutes. Now let me end it. Okay. Bye.